this weekly news for Europe and the Middle East. My name is Katerina, I'm from Bulgaria, and it is my pleasure to be your MC for this week's news, which will mainly focus on activities from the Balkan region. Let's begin with some news from Bulgaria. On April 9th, in the Peace Embassy in Sofia, was held an event from the series The International Holidays of the UNO. The topic was the International Day of Health, and it was attended by 14 participants who were introduced with the history of the holiday and with different aspects and statistics of the issue. The lectures were held by two therapists, Vilichka Geraova of kinesiology and Dancho Krastev of yoga. Both masters shared sessions of their best practices with the participants. The next event of this series was held on April 23rd with the topic The International Day of Mother Earth. The participants in the audience, 25 present and 5 on Zoom, were greeted by several poets, Yulia Filipova, Rosica Kupukova, and Violeta Mitrova. There were lectures about the relationships between human beings and the planet by famous psychologist Tina Electra, about caves of Bulgaria by Dr. Cvetan Ostromsky, and about the microbiota by Yanko Kirkov. Unexpectedly, the event was visited by a popular composer, Haigashot Agosyan, and a Russian opera singer, Margarita Pisarenko, who played on the piano and sang. Let's now move to Croatia. Vice President of EUME, Dieter and Anna Schmidt, visited the new center in Zagreb and gave a blessing prayer. They had wonderful sharing moments with the next-gen missionaries at the residence of the national leader family, Jisuk and Anto Thomas, where the missionaries have lived during 3 months of their mission. Last Saturday, the next-gen missionaries marked the closing of their mission with a truly uplifting and emotional farewell gathering. It was not just an ending, but a beautiful new beginning for the Croatian community, one that will continue their spirit and work by embracing and caring for their guests. Together with guests and blessed family members, the missionaries prepared a deeply inspiring program filled with powerful testimonies. They shared their journeys, challenges, and victories, while guests also spoke warmly about their experiences. Many expressed heartfelt gratitude, saying they felt welcomed not as visitors but as true family members. In addition to their spiritual contribution, the NJM missionaries have made a remarkable impact through their hard work in renovating the new center, which is now approaching its grand opening. Their effort, unity, and passion have laid a strong foundation for the future. After these Croatian heartfelt emotions, let's hear from Osama about the carp highlights in Romania.
Hello, greetings from Romania. My name is Osama. I serve as a carp leader here. In Romania, youth witnessing is actively going on. Especially this month, we organized a 2 days carp workshop and 1 day mountain challenge. We welcomed 13 new guests and we had principal education, discussion, and sharing. Also, we organized a program called True Love is Action. So, not just learning, but we practice love and care for the people in Romania. Our highlight was Mountain Challenge. Our CARP members organized and lead the hiking path with great care and passion. As a result, we could deepen our relationship as brothers and sisters, and we welcomed 4 new CARP members who wants to work together with us, and we are excited to move forward all together to support each other, to grow. Thank you for your listening.
Now we turn to Albania. From April 17th to 19th, Carp Albania successfully organized a dynamic 3-day national seminar titled Renown 2026. The event brought together a total of 58 participants, including guests, members and staff, with a strong youth presence of 39 young participants. The seminar was filled with high energy, positivity and meaningful challenges throughout all 3 days. Participants demonstrated a remarkable spirit of cooperation and teamwork, especially during group activities, where engagement and mutual support were clearly visible. Beyond the structured program, this experience provided a valuable opportunity for each young person to step away from daily routines and distractions, particularly from excessive phone use, and instead invest their time in personal growth, connection and purposeful action. To make the experience even more engaging and memorable, the seminar also included a variety of games and challenges, which added excitement, strengthened team spirit and created moments of joy and laughter. These activities played a key role in making Renown 2026 not only meaningful but also truly enjoyable for all participants. On April 12th, the Tirana community gathered at the training center in Mulet for a 1-day seminar. It was focused on the direction of the Providence under the spirit of Chambu Moron. After the Sunday message, we held a Q&A session on the value of true parents, led by the Balkan Regional Director, Mr. Gani Roshi, and the National President, Ms. Manuela Vasmatic. It was a meaningful time of unity and resonating in one heart. During the third session, parents had the opportunity to attend a parenting course session. At the same time, youth aged 13 plus and blessed children were participating in sessions specifically prepared for them. The same education was provided to blessed families in Pristina, in Kosovo, on Sunday, April 26th, where we also had a 1-day workshop for 29 participants for spiritual renewal, education and community bonding in a warm and uplifting atmosphere. The workshop concluded with a heartfelt prayer to support Holy Mother Han and the nation of Kosovo. A continental highlight we would like to share is from France. On April 12, 2026, over 100 members across Southwest Europe gathered at the Chamard Training Center near Paris for a special inauguration Sunday service, marking the appointment of Reverend Robert and Miss Oksana Turok as new regional directors. The event brought together participants from several countries, along with European leaders, creating a strong atmosphere of unity and family spirit. The program featured heartfelt worship, testimonies and messages of encouragement from outgoing leaders, while the Turok couple shared a message of hope, humility and trust in Heavenly Parents' guidance. Dr. Michael Balcom emphasized the shared responsibility of all members in building the future. The ceremony included the official appointment, a collective prayer, and moments of deep connection among participants. The celebration continued with fellowship, a shared meal, and activities for families and children, strengthening bonds within the community. This event marked an important step toward bringing renewed energy, unity, and vision for the future of the Southwest Europe region.
Hello everyone! Greetings from the Czech Republic. We have some exciting news to share with you today from our YSP Team Prague. We would like to invite you all to this year's Peace Cup 2026 European Sports and Culture Festival. So bring your calendars and mark the dates, August 13th to 16th. See you there!
Hi everyone! Yes, and this time we really want to encourage you to not only come by yourselves, but to really bring your families and your friends so we can really spread the heavenly blessings also outside of our communities as well. So yeah, that's it from us, and now let's take a look at the video from the last year.
And with that, we conclude this week's news. Thank you for watching, and we wish you a blessed week. Bye!
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Sunday service on the second Sunday of May. So let's begin by standing, and let's make a full standing bow to our Heavenly Parent and true parents. Combe, Paro, and let's recite Family Pledge number 6. Our family, the owner of Chonelguk, pledges to become a family that moves heavenly fortune by embodying the Heavenly Parent and true parents, and to perfect a family that conveys heaven's blessing to our community by centering on true love. Thank you. Please be seated and join me in prayer. Our beloved Heavenly Parent, our true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind, we are so grateful that on this Sunday morning we can gather here at this historic Livingstone house and that we can make our offering to you. We can come together in attendance of you and our true parents, and that we can fellowship together and understand, Heavenly Parent, just how much you long for the family of mankind. You long, Heavenly Parent, for all people to come together in brotherhood and sisterhood, and that, Heavenly Parent, the time for conflict can be changed, can be moved, and that, Heavenly Parent, that all people will live together in peace and in harmony. Heavenly Parent, we pray, Heavenly Parent, your blessing on the leaders of this world, Heavenly Parent, who have such a responsibility at this time to lead the nations forward towards this shining upland, Heavenly Parent, of your heavenly kingdom here on this earth. Heavenly Parent, they must believe, they must understand that this is a time when this can be achieved. And we pray that all together we can participate in this in our individual ways. Heavenly Parent, we talk about peace, and we say, Heavenly Parent, and we want to believe it, that peace starts with me. To become peaceful people, to become harmonious people, people who make a difference in our communities, to bring the communities together, to really understand, Heavenly Parent, that you are our Heavenly Parent. This is a real relationship. It is just not a name that we give, but it is a real relationship. And let us believe that, and let us this morning, as we attend you in this service, that we can reach out to you, draw you closer to us, and that your Spirit, Heavenly Parent, may be with us. I thank you now, and I want to make a prayer also for our true mother. Continues to be in hospital, but still in confinement. Heavenly Parent, we pray for her. Pray your blessing and protection, and to keep her in good health. Thank you now. I offer this prayer reporting to you in my name, David Coombs, of a blessed family, attending Holy Mother Hahn in gratitude. Adieu. So, once again, a warm welcome to everybody to our Sunday service today, those who are here in person and those who are joining us online. I'm sure you will all agree that with me that last weekend we had a really uplifting Holy Day celebration at the Peace Embassy. It really is reassuring that in spite of the very significant challenges that we are facing at the present time, that we could all come together to celebrate our true parents' holy wedding and the holy days in such a way. And with the addition of the great works and the beautiful blessing ceremony, hello Brendan, it made for a really memorable weekend. And I think we should reflect on that, because I think it brings these occasions when we come together and we can really feel our community is very, very important. And I'd like to share some words with you of True Father. It was taken from a speech given in 1991, and it kind of emphasizes our calling at this time. And I think we must always be aware of that, that we are not people who are living ordinary lives. We may think we are when we go out to work or we do this and that, but actually we are living extraordinary lives. God is calling every human being to walk the same path as the Messiah, loving God and all humankind with true and unconditional love, and giving all of oneself for the sake of God's eternal ideal of love, peace, and harmony. This path of love is a universal path for all men and women of faith and good conscience to follow. God wishes for each of us to become a Messiah for our community. With the heart of a true parent, each person has to love God and his or her community. This is the mission God is calling every man and woman to follow. So even in the midst of our challenges, this calling to the path of love will always be a worthwhile one to follow. So just reflect on that today. And today's sermon, it will be given by our pastor. And the title is The Advent of True Parents. So we'll look forward to that very shortly. So now I'd like to ask you to stand and for our songs, and I'd welcome up our band.
Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? It's good to be back. Oh, there's a few other people back at the back there. There's Kim and there's Brendan. Wow, that's great. So I'm going to start off with a song which is apparently Pastor Nitya's, one of her most favorite songs, There'll Never Be Another You. So I'm going to start with that. good start. Okay, next one. The Lord is one. Thank you.
Please take a seat. Birthdays. Birthdays for the month of May. Goodness me, we're almost halfway through the year. Right, the River South May birthdays. Under 20s, there. So we've got Finn Pollitt, and who was May the 1st. She had a birthday with David Attenborough, I think, wasn't it? No, not quite. May 1st, and then Brian Lindstrom on May the 8th. Jaden Nakito. Is this necessary? and Marco Santos on May the 12th, Mark Diakares on May 24th, and Rayan Kashkai on May 24th. Also on Friday, I think it was on the 8th, it was, we had a new baby to the Barrett family. The Barrett family. Their eldest daughter, Seishin, gave birth. So that's, I don't know the name, but on 8th of May. Shared it with David Attenborough. And for the over 20s, we have Mark Bran and Chris Jubb, Hideako Shimuzu, Celia Fortune, Colin Gardner, and Beatrice Lozano, Luce Dimby, and continuing a lot in May, Jinfu Chen, and David Hanna. Well, that was also on the 8th. Maurice Dimby on the 11th, and Fatima Pereira also on the 11th, and Doris Diocares also on the 11th. Najet Sushane on May the 19th, Benjamin Vicencio on May 22nd, and then Saloya Dokas Yonghee Bona on May 22nd, Lema Bikoto on May 22nd. Twins, okay, all right, okay, twins. And coming up on May 24th, our dear pastor, Natalia. Yay. Amabel Vitai on May 24th also, and Masumi Thomas on the 25th, Myung-il Baklanov on the 28th, Irina Mobarashian on the 28th, and on the 31st, Vladimir Bakhanov. So shall we all sing a happy birthday to them? Anybody wants to go for the guitar? So let's call up Finn to cut the cake. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. So, again, a very happy birthday to all the May babies. And let's have our announcements now. Okay, so whenever I see that, I think it's UPF in Communication in Crisis, but... Yes, please. Let's just welcome up then, Lance.
Hello, everyone. Actually, Anna Rose Adams is meant to give this introduction, but she couldn't make it today. So, anyway, the event is an invitation to reflect together about the serious question regarding screen time and its impact. Is there a crisis of communication? So how might this show itself from our individual selves through to families, all the way to the ability to help create a more peaceful society? So we've been doing, this is actually the second of our series of meetings on sustaining our futures. They're being held actually in Sutton, very close to the train station, in a room that's been rented out at Anna Rose's block of flats. So these meetings are for everyone. They're not for VIPs or those with special responsibilities or missions. So please feel free to invite your friends, your neighbors, and guests. There'll be an introduction to UPF, and we'll look at important topics that everyone is concerned with from a principal perspective. So we'll have another one in June. That's also going to be on a very important topic on the AI revolution. I've been using that a lot in my work, so that'll be an interesting topic to cover. And looking further ahead, I just wanted to mention that we will have a blessing event at the Peace Embassy on October the 3rd. I know it's a long way away, but please start thinking about that, whom you could invite to receive the blessing there. It will be conducted in the normal blessing manner, but adapted for an interfaith audience as well. So please look ahead to that, think and pray about who you could invite to take part in that most important event. Okay, otherwise, look forward to seeing you on Friday. Thank you.
Thank you. Before we go on with the announcements, it's time for the Sunday school children to leave now. And also, I believe the Harp have a Sunday service as well. So those people who will be attending or are attending the Harp Sunday service can also leave us temporarily. Okay, so that is a invitation to make a nomination for the Grace Miller Hyojong Award. All the persons being nominated must be between 16 and 25, and then you can see the requirements there. So please, if you do have know of anybody who you would like to nominate for that award, which is usually given at the annual gathering, then please make that nomination. Okay, webinar on suicide awareness and prevention. It's on the 30th of May at the end of that month, organized by the Songhua Ministry. So, Hyojong Peace Academy scholarship program at Sunman University. Their applications are being asked for. The application between the 1st of June and the 30th of June. So there you are. You see there's you could go on the website for Hyojong Peace Academy Scholarship and also a QR code to connect to that. There we are. I mentioned the annual gathering, and there it is. The annual gathering is on the 20th and the 21st of June in its usual location at Cleve House. Please save the date for that and make arrangements to travel down there. Again, details, website, QR code. Annual gathering, yeah. Well, any event needs its volunteers, and volunteer registration now open for that event. So please, if you feel you can offer some time to volunteer for any of the activities, then you can visit the website or QR code. ESGD, ADP Plus workshop there on the 18th to the 26th of July at Camberg for those 18 plus. For 13 to 19, 13. That's the harp workshop. 13 to 19. EGSG harp workshop is different now, is it? That's the 10th of August to the 17th of August. Another ESG Roots workshop. This is the 19th of August to the 23rd of August. 22 years plus. And a bit further on, 11th of September to the 14th of September, we have the Young Adults Retreat 2026. More details to come. Okay, announcement for room vacancies at Lancaster Gate. And indeed, we will keep you updated. There's the details, announcements, and news at Family Fed Community. Okay. Now my eyes are flashing at the moment. Don't you think I did well? Okay, so that's the end of the announcements. Oh, sorry. Yep.
Just one more announcement. It's about the IRFF has teamed up with Simon Rosselli to put on a magic show. The IRFF has teamed up with Simon Rosselli to put on a magic show at the Peace Embassy on May the 23rd. So, got a few posters here. It's a magic and mind reading show, right? There you go. Look, Amigos Magic. It's actually meant for young families, and lots of the young ones have already left. But anyone young online, families, young families, you're invited on May the 23rd. That's the magician here. And for those of you who don't know, the IRFF is the international relief arm of the unification movement. And we help the poor and disadvantaged with humanitarian projects in Africa and around the world. So anyway, I'm a volunteer. That's why I'm here now. Here, but just to tell you, doors open on Saturday at 4:30. That's the second Saturday from now, and the show will be on from 5 till 6. So Simon should be enthralling us with his mind-bending magic, leaving us not sure what is real and what is reality and what is not. So watch out for that. So anyway, the cost is £10 per adult, £5 for under 18s. There'll be a raffle. And one of the reasons I'm here now is to invite or to ask for those young parents who've got children who live in the area of the Peace Embassy especially, to take a poster from me. There are some at the back on the piano there. And take it to their school, post it up in their school, in the local schools. We're after young families. Or anyone else, if you want to take a poster that you know of some, a place, your club or somewhere where there are young families. Otherwise, for the rest of you and everyone online who can make it to the Peace Embassy on a Saturday, then, invite yourself, bring family, and tell your network. Okay, thank you very much. That's it. Yes, there'll be snacks and drinks for the evening. And, yeah. Okay, thank you.
Well, Graham can stay on the stage here if he wants, because I'd like to call up the band again for 2 songs before the service, before the sermon.
Use 10,000 Reasons. Bless the Lord, my soul, oh my soul, worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, I worship Your holy name. The sun comes out, it's a new like never before.
Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, I worship your holy name.
Rich in love, you're slow and
Rich in love, and you're slow to anger. Your name is great, and your heart is kind. For all your goodness, I will keep on singing. 10,000 reasons for my heart to
bless the Lord.
bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul, worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, I worship your holy name. On that day when my strength is failing, the end draws near and my time has come. Still my soul will sing your praise unending. 10,000 years and then forevermore.
Bless the Lord.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul, worship His holy name.
Sing like never before.
Sing like never before, oh my soul, I worship your holy name.
Bless the Lord.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul, worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, I worship your holy name. I worship your holy name. I worship your holy name.
Okay, so the last song before the service is Shining Fatherland.
Sunlight breaking forth in the east,
much. So, brothers and sisters, let's welcome up our pastor to give today's sermon on... Oh, lost in the other. Advent of True Parents. Thank you. Hands together, please.
Good morning, yes. So, to spare you the flickering screen, I will attempt to use my laptop. I don't know if that's a good thing. Let's see. So I'm going to try and switch to another. Can you help me change it to the different inputs? I'm hoping this works on my laptop. Hey, there we go. Hey. And if it stops flickering, that means it's the cable, so we can swap the cable. Because I was thinking it's going to be like a £9,000 fix. We had a overheating problem with the projector at the Peace Embassy last week, so we thought we needed to replace it. So I did some research, and the replacement costs, if we want to have same on same, would have been like £1,500, up to £30,000 for an LED wall. Yeah, but that's my dream. But halfway house was going to be like a commercial TV, which is like 4,000 to 9,000. These TVs are not made for this, so there's a whole technical thing while they don't work well for this kind of room. But anyway, we'll make do, and this is working, right? So it's a cable. Cable is a cheaper fix, so that's good. Yeah. Okay, so yes, where was I? So how was your week? Some people who were in Korea, who was in Korea? Okay, you were in Korea. I wondered where you were. Oh, okay. So is it possible at the end, because it will be a short sermon, to say something about your experiences in Korea, Brendan especially? In Korea or English? In Korea, in English, yeah. So that would be great, yeah, incredible. So, and also congratulations to the Barrett family on the new birth, and we're expecting another one any moment, the Barrett family, so please keep them in your prayers. Okay, so Advent of True Parents. So last, I can't read this. So last couple of weeks we've been discussing about Heavenly Parents' dream, how that was thwarted, how God has been working to bring this to fruition. And so we are here today talking about the Advent of True Parents. So last week, 2 weeks ago, we asked a serious question. If the only begotten Son, if history required both the only begotten Son and only begotten daughter, then did that missing position of the only begotten daughter appear or not? And we said, yes, the only begotten daughter did appear in 1940. We didn't say 1943, but I'm saying it now. And we said that after a long preparation, she arrived. She was born. So what does that mean for us? It means that for the first time in God's history, God had the opportunity to fulfill that original role which would bring about the manifestation of Heavenly Parent on earth in the true parents. So for the first time, God could go that one step further. So today, we are going that one step further to talk about true parents, because one figure alone cannot or does not complete God's design. God's design is completed by masculine, feminine, united as one. So we said that the only begotten daughter appeared, but the one alone does not complete God's design. Completion requires union. So right from the beginning, God's ideal was not two separate individuals, but a united pair. Not parallel individuals, but working as one, united as one. That is why in the scripture it says, Genesis 2:24, that is why a man leaves his father and mother and is united with his wife, to his wife, and they become one flesh. So the two must become one, be as one. That was the original ideal. So what emerges now with the only begotten son and only begotten daughter present is the true parents. So this occurred on the 16th day of the third month of the third lunar month in 1960. When the only begotten son and only begotten daughter unite, something new entirely appears, which had never been before, which is the true parents. So not in a symbolic way, not in a theoretical way, but the original ideal of God is established. And they bring about, finally, a restoration of the true lineage of God. They complete God. So I think this is a pretty simple, logical idea from God's design, God's dream right at the beginning. This is a real situation, not symbolic true parents, but real true parents that manifest heavenly parents, or heavenly parents can fully manifest in them. They become a complete image of heavenly parents. And they can establish then God's lineage. Without them fully representing God, then whose lineage do they perpetuate? It can be a personal lineage, but it's the lineage of God that we say comes from true parents. So this union has, as I said, already taken place in 1960. So this has already happened. Last week we celebrated the 66th anniversary of the holy wedding of the true parents. Yeah, I celebrated my 66th birthday this year. So it's easy for me to remember how many years have the true parents been established on this year. Well, it's my lifetime, really. I was a precursor, herald. No, that wasn't it. Yeah, I am heralding now. I don't know. So this is really clear for us as unificationists, that the union has taken place in history. It's already happened. This is our reality. This is what we believe. This is what humanity, we say, waited for all this time. It is no longer in the future, but it's in our present. We are living with this reality. True parents have been fulfilled on this earth. So the question now is not about how is it going to happen in the future? How is it going to happen? Is this possible to happen? What do we do to prepare for it to happen? But actually, since it's already happened, is what is our relationship to it? What is my relationship to this reality that we are in? What does it mean for each one of us that true parents are here? When I was a young student studying accounting. Yeah. I hated it then, but I love it now. But when I was studying accounting, I did a 21-day workshop, and I went back to university, and I went into a lecture. I think I've said this before many times. A lecture on macroeconomics, national economy. Excuse me. I just finished a 21-day workshop, finished my 7-day fast, which ended on God's Day 1986, 87, so 87, 1st of January. And went back to uni, and I'm sitting there, we're talking about inflation, really exciting stuff. And in the back of my head, I'm thinking, the Messiah is on earth. And I'm here talking about inflation. Like, what am I doing? How do I testify to the Messiah if I'm here doing this, studying this stuff? Yeah, which is good. It's important for national economies. But why some people were chosen to hear this message, well, maybe some of them went on to become economists, but some also have to be those who testify to our true parents on earth. So I thought, if my relationship with true parents, if I believe what I believe, then I can't be here. So that was my last, the last memory I have of uni was national economy and inflation. Whenever the inflation figures are, periodically, Bank of England will say, these are the inflation figures, and we are aiming for 2%. I'm thinking, okay, interesting. But the Messiah is here, right? So it reminds me to testify to the Messiah whenever I hear inflation. So, what is our relationship with true parents? And now that we say they are here, and they are here, this is something that we all have to think about. How does it affect me? Because our faith often is personal. We say, this is my relationship with God, and it's different. It's unique from anybody else's. So don't mind me. I have my relationship with God, and I am living my life of faith. And we keep it personal and private. Yeah. So, faith is a personal thing. But it's also how we live, how we face the world depends on our faith. So faith can be personal, it can be private. It's even optional to have faith. If you don't want to have faith, you don't have to. But if you're confronted with something that strikes you as real, then if to be true to yourself, then you live that way, or you accept it and live that way. So it's optional, but maybe your conscience will pull you back if you opt out. Yeah. So if true parents have appeared, then faith, if who we think true parents have appeared, and they have, then faith no longer is just a belief that I have to believe that true parents are here, but we see them, they are here. Yeah. So it's not a belief, but it's how we connect with them. This is the important thing. Not to say, I have a faith, I have a belief in true parents. If they were not here, and it's something or something we're expecting, or something that has passed, then we can have a belief in true parents, and that will be enough. That we believe, and we, by belief, of course, we hope to practice what we believe, but belief alone is sufficient. If they are not here, or if it's a future event. But if they are here, then belief is no longer optional, if you believe. So belief and practice together means you believe. If you believe, but you don't do, then do you believe? Like, I'm sitting there in the class and thinking, if I believe Messiah is here, then why am I not testifying to the Messiah? If the action doesn't follow belief, then is it belief? But because they are here. So true parents being present in our time and space means that belief is not enough. Alignment becomes important. How do we connect with true parents? How do we relate with true parents? Do we pull together with true parents? Do we pull in parallel, like we said? These two individuals, only begotten son, only begotten daughter, if they are pulling in parallel and not united together, is that true parents? Maybe not. God is a harmonious being. God wants everything connected. So if true parents are here and we believe that, then we must be aligned with them to properly believe. Yeah. So we have to, faith no longer is just about belief, but alignment. How are we aligned with true parents? Okay. In Matthew 6:10, Jesus' prayer, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So this is not something abstract now for us. When Jesus was here, it wasn't abstract either. He was there on the spot saying, this is what we should work towards. Now we're in a situation where true parents are here, so it's real again for us. It's not an abstract idea. We must build a kingdom. We say Chonil Guk. We're in the 14th year of Chonil Guk. How do we build it? What are the structures of Chonil Guk? So sometimes when we look at the development in the Chongwon complex in Chongpyeong, we may think, wow, there's a lot of building going on. You know, we were there in 1998, and there were just a few buildings and a lot of huts and tents. But now there's a lot more structure. There's an attempt to create constitutions, an attempt to create various administrations, which some have, been superseded by others for different reasons. But there's an attempt to create structure on the ground, a real structure, so that we can have a center, somewhere we can say this is our spiritual center, this is where we go on pilgrimage too. So a lot of young people will be going to the pilgrimage this year in Korea, and hopefully they will find some center there. They will understand this is what God, an example of what God is trying to fulfill on this earth, and everywhere, but beginning there. So it is something that we must actually fulfill. We must create substantially, and that must become our center. We must embody the ideal that God is trying to create. And it's not just an abstract idea or theory, but it must happen in real life. Not on our phones, but in reality, not virtually, So we must try to become aligned. So alignment doesn't mean agreement. So sometimes we look at ideology and we think, do they think like me? Do they say the same things as me? Do they pray like me, for example? Does that, if they don't agree, I don't like praying loud. If I don't pray loud, does God not hear my prayer? If I'm sincere in my prayer, does God not hear my prayer? So is the disagreement, that doesn't equate with not aligning with something. You're disagreeing with an ideology or a theology even, but it's not disagreeing with alignment. Shinchu gave an interesting testimony a few months ago now, when Mother was first put in detention, and he said, in the Chongshimwon prayer vigil, he said, I went to visit True Mother today at the detention center, and I met a friend of mine who was distant from the faith. I knew he was distant, and then I asked him, this is Shinchu saying, what are you doing here? Because I thought you were distant. And he said, well, this is Mother, right? This is Mother, our Mother, so that's why I'm here. So he's disagreeing with certain things in his faith, but he's connecting with the true parents, right? This is my mother. So sometimes we think everybody has to be the same, Then why were we created differently? Why are we not the same model, the same model, whatever, 2026 model, we are all the same, and we think the same, and we act the same, we dress the same. But we are all unique and individual embodiments of God, embodiments of truth. So we definitely will not agree on everything. But alignment is different, Are we connected? Are we concerned for true parents? Are we praying for true parents? Are we testifying to true parents? This is what alignment is, not theological or ideological agreement. Because we all come from a different background, And we cannot, therefore, agree the same things. We may have some things we agree on. I think IRFF is doing a great job. I agree on that, so, but yeah. And maybe even, Graham, maybe even your taste in music and mine overlap, yeah. Yeah, and I like your driving style. We agree on many things, but I'm sure there's something that we just, maybe we're just different, right? Yeah. So, yeah, actually Graham is a very incredible writer and worked for the Middle East Times, is that correct? And when I see the reports from IRFF, I see really well-written reports, and I think, ooh, can you do a newsletter for us? But anyway, I know you're stretched and do many things. But yeah, what am I saying? What am I good? Yeah, so we agree on many things, but we cannot agree on everything with everybody, yeah. So yeah, that's why, some support one team and not the other, some, whatever, many different people like different tastes in movies, I really can't understand sometimes when my kids are watching movies. I think, well, why are we watching this? Have you heard something called One Piece? Some people have watched that kind of stuff. Yeah, I just don't get it, right? Yeah. But anyway, I'm different. I like films like Glory and things like that, so which show. Yeah, so we can't agree on many things, but we agree on some things. But it doesn't mean we are not connected together. We're not aligned. We all want to do the same thing. So it's about our position, our connection with our true parents, not about our agreement with everything. Of course, we must have many points of agreement. So it's not about agreement, but positioning, not observing. We're just looking to see how things turn out, but connecting and actually also investing in building Chonil Guk. So this is what is important here. So our reality sometimes is different, because many of these things we want to do, but it will cost us a lot if we do certain things. So we think alignment is a costly thing because, we think it defines who we are if we align with, we align with Holy Mother Han, and we think that defines us, and then it kind of reframes who we are. We are still who we are, right? It's just our connection with True Mother. How do we see True Mother? Now we say True Mother, Heavenly Mother has come down and is working in True Mother, with True Mother. That is why we say Holy Mother Han. So, but understanding or connecting with that is not going to change the definition of who you are. You are still you, right? So we may think that thinking like that may change who we are or define us in a different way, but it's not. It doesn't do that. It's this is our personal connection with true parents. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to say too much on that, but because for each of us we must make the decision. Am I worried about how I'm seen, how I'm defined? Or is my connection with true parents the most important thing? We have to each decide that. And it's not, we don't have to agree on everything. So for especially those of you who are leading teams and CARP leaders, HARP leaders, and others, if you are not aligned, it's difficult for you to also connect others, right, to the true parents. You cannot lead people when you are distant. If you remain distant from something, you cannot lead people there, right? It's not credible. Oh, over there, like Elijah. Yes, he must increase, but I must decrease. If you're aligned, then you can also testify effectively to true parents. We say true parents are here. So if you remain distant from something, you cannot properly lead people there. And even if you understand or if you are connected or aligned, if you're not clear in how you, I mean, you can see I'm not clear, right, in how I'm expressing my relationship with true parents. If I'm not clear, then conviction doesn't come through. It's like, ooh, he's kind of hesitating here, hesitating there, and umming and ahhing. So we have to have conviction in our connection with our true parents. So conviction must be in the direction we take. What do we do? What is it that we do? Are we really aligned with true parents, or is it just lip service? What do we do? We don't have to bash people over the head and say, you must do this or you must do that. But if you do it, then yeah, others may follow. That doesn't matter if they don't. When I was in the bus industry, sorry, it was a long time ago, but once I was managing a company, and the way management in bus companies are, and I don't mind this going out on YouTube, and all the bus companies seeing it, because the bus industry management is 60 years behind normal management. I'm sure, at least, yeah. So the way you see the management is like in opposition to the drivers. The drivers are the people who represent you to the public, but they are seen as an inconvenient necessity to have, right? So this is how I felt it when I was managing in a bus company. And it was, you had to bash people over the head, do it like this, do things like this. And if you didn't, then, well, you were given the heave-ho, the old elbow. So it's like, this is not who we are. This is not, we are all here because we believe. We accept true parents, and we want to connect with true parents. We don't need to force people to connect with true parents. People, you know, I was asked a question once in that industry that if a driver came to work and he was shabbily dressed, like his not proper uniform or whatever, what would you do? You know, correct answer is probably you send him home or you discipline him or something. But I said, well, that would be a failure of management. It means we didn't recruit the right people, we didn't train them right, and we didn't manage them right. That's why they're like that. But if we did all those things properly, it wouldn't be an issue. It will never arise. So management must take responsibility for that failure. You know, so that's my answer to that. No, that's not how we do it. That's too much work, right? So like, you just want to employ anybody and throw them in there, and they must perform or they're out. You know, so it's like you have to bring people with you, not force them. So, but if you are not doing it yourself, you really cannot lead people to do anything. People must see that you are genuine, this is what you do, this is how you walk. And then if you say, let's go this way, then they may say, yes, let's go this way, let's go together. But if you're not, then, or there's a question mark, do you actually walk that walk? Then it's difficult to bring people along. So you have to have conviction, then you can lead people in that direction. So especially young leaders, all leaders, understand what does it mean to have this alignment with Heavenly Parent and true parents in this time, and we look at it critically for yourself, and then when you're clear, then it will show in your relationship with the members in your teams. Yeah. So we have said that true parents are here. History prepared, Christianity prepared, all faiths prepared, all cultures prepared. Finally, that gap which was there, the missing daughter for 2,000 years since Jesus, was filled. True parents, true mother appeared. So now, from 1960, the union of true parents has been declared. This is our reality. this is where we are. This is what we try to unite with. So the question we have is this. Let us stop and think, what is our relationship with our true parents? Where do I stand in relationship to true parents? We cannot sit on the fence. We cannot say we are waiting to see, right? Because it's already 66 years, true parents are here. There's nothing to wait to see. We have to look at ourselves and say, where do we stand in relationship to them? Every day, every day we have to wake up and see and say to ourselves, okay, what does it mean? True parents are here, what do I do? Wherever I am, how do I represent true parents if I believe they are here? So this, we have to take our time to look at this, think deeply, and respond honestly to ourselves, to ourselves. Am I aligned enough with our true parents? Am I understanding clearly who they are, what it means for me? And then we can act. So let's think about what we can do this week. This week I will move toward alignment, if that is what you want to do, by doing what? Yeah. Maybe you want to challenge yourself in understanding what True Mother is saying now. Maybe you want to challenge yourself. Is it true? True Father's office is the Chongshim one? Let me go there and challenge that. Let me challenge and pray desperately. I'm not going to leave this room until, Heavenly Parents, you show me True Father is here and True Father guides me. So whatever you want to do this week to challenge yourself, of course, you may be doing things already. Keep doing that. But let's also try to find out where is Mother today? What is I have Google alerts which tell me, oh, True Mother, this happened today with True Mother, whatever. But yeah, also connect in heart where she is now, what is the circumstance, and continuously pray for her. And I know Mother says, don't pray for me, so I'm saying pray for, but praying for her means that God's providence, Heavenly Parents' providence is centered on the true parents. So yeah, we should pray that we are aligned with God's providence now and with the true parents. So let's think about this week and see if we want to be aligned, how we can do that. Yeah. So thank you. Please join me in prayer. Our beloved Heavenly Parents and true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind, thank you so much that we can be alive at the time that true parents are on this earth. True Father was born in 1920 and True Mother in 1943. And even though True Father ascended in 2012, we know True Father is so active in the spiritual and on earth, absolutely united with our True Mother united absolutely with True Father, and True Mother on earth still working in spite of the difficult circumstances that, for whatever reason she's in, we want to take responsibility for that and find a resolution that True Mother can be recognized by the whole world. All 8 billion of her children on earth today can recognize our True Mother in her lifetime, which is the promise that she made to True Father, that she will complete everything in her lifetime. Such a heart of fidelity from a true daughter to a true son. Heavenly Parent, we pray that we can assist our true parents because we are all born into their lineage, reborn into their lineage, your lineage. And therefore we, as filial children, or trying to be filial children every day, we want to do our best to connect with them, connect with your providence at this time. And even though there are many things which we can see are not ideal, but what can we do about those things? How can we make things better? How can we testify to our true parents that the world can see how you are working on this earth today? Heavenly Parents, True Mother asks us to rebutton history, put everything right again, which was missed during the restoration period, and correct it. This is not to say that we didn't do our best, but Yet we are not working in a vacuum, and there are many forces that have worked against us until the surrender of Satan. We were facing really incredible opposition. But now the spirit world is working in our favor, Heavenly Parent, and with all the victories from the Chongshim and Chombo events in Korea and around the world, there's so much more support that we can have on this earth at this time. Heavenly Parent, when we study the return and resurrection, the principle, we see that evil spirits, they have to come down to be reborn, to be restored. They have to work through us, torment us sometimes, in order that they can move on to a higher place. That is no longer the case. Now there is a lot of facilities in the spirit world organized by our true Father, Hunjanim, Hyojanim, which they can go to have help and be reborn and turn around and come down as absolute good spirits in order to support your providence. We don't need to be tormented on earth anymore. It's up to us to take that central position and give the command to the angels and archangels to support us in our missions, in our work. So Heavenly Parent, even though we may see the faults that we have, the mistakes that we make, you see us as doing our best, trying to bring about the Chonilguk that you have longed for, you have dreamt of right from the beginning. So you are grateful, Heavenly Parent, that some people at least can connect with your heart and your desire this time. Let us be those champions that you can rely on every day, every moment, every day to do our best. Heavenly Parent, and where we fall short, we offer to you our failure and say, please guide us in the right way that we can really bring joy to you and to our true parents. Please protect our true mother in the difficult circumstances that she is in. Please let the angels and the higher spiritual realm, true Father, be around her, protecting her from any nefarious agents that may be working against her. Heavenly Parent, we pray for your blessing upon this community, that we can become a closer family, really supporting each other, befriending each other, knowing that there are some who are alone, some who are distant, that need that attention, need some connection with somebody else, Heavenly Parent, with you through us. Heavenly Parent, please let us be open to your prompting and respond to you as best we can every day, every moment, every day. I want to report this in attendance to our Holy Mother Han, and with gratitude I offer this prayer. In my name, Adza, mold of a blessed family, Aju. Let's have a short period of reflection.
Thank you. Let's give our pastor a warm round of applause for his sermon today. Thank you very much. And before we go on to our last offering song, just want to there's one announcement that I forgot to make, and it's a very important announcement. It's regarding the next Golden Oldie meeting program, which is next Sunday at the Peace Center. And that will be after the service, which starts, and it'll start about 1 o'clock. And we'll gather and have a little chat, and then maybe some testimony, and then some game. Articulate. I think I played that. There you are. If you fancy some articulation, then and of course you have to be over 60. But so anyway, announcement for that next week at the Peace Embassy Golden Oldies program. Right. So can I invite the band up then for our offering song?
Songs in the garden, best songs are free and bright with happiness. They will sing songs in the garden, best songs are free and bright with happiness. Oh my brothers, all rejoice today. You will sing the song along the praise on high, best forevermore as joy. Of the Lord, let us go, returning to sing and find all the beauty and glory of our God. We sing new songs in the garden, fair songs are free and bright with happiness. Yeah, we sing new songs in the garden, fair songs are free and bright with happiness. We uphold the standard of the Lord. Standard of the Lord to restore His true ideal. Freely give the Lord, share the Father's joy and peace. He will return to you. Let us go, determined to sing and find harmony within the garden right. And we'll sing new songs in the garden. Fresh songs are free and bright with happiness. They will sing new songs in the garden fair. Songs are free and bright with happiness. Let us go, determined to sing and find harmony.
Good afternoon, Heavenly Parent, true parents. We're now here to offer up our donations and tithings to you in gratitude. We receive so much from your Heavenly Parent, and we really want to take this opportunity to give back and we recognize that everything we do is for you. Heavenly Parent, we pray you can be with those who are not here today, that you can be with them as well, and we can really be grateful for everyone in our community, and we can really work together to understand how we can bring this whole region back and closer to you. I want to really invite you to be with each and every one of us here today, and thank you again for the service and the opportunity to reflect on alignment and really understand how we can align with you for this next week. And so thank you again, and intending the Holy Mother Harm, we pray in gratitude. In my name, Daniel Pollard, blessed family, RG.
Okay, yes, please be seated, everyone. Okay, so now we come into the end of our service today, and we'd like to invite and recognize anybody who may be here for the first time today. Is there anybody here for the first time? I've got hands being pointed here. You'd like to, yeah. Don't be shy, that's right. Yeah, great. Yeah, well, we haven't seen you for a long time anyway.
I like to embarrass her. So.
You succeeded.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I'm pretty much all of you know me,
Yeah.
but I'm Nina from Sweden, and we live in Sweden.
Yeah.
It's Felix straight up.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's my second time here, but I've never been in this area.
Okay,
so,
all right
yeah.
then.
Thank
Anyway,
you for
it's
having us.
great to see you both.
Thank you.
Great to see you both. Okay, and so if there's no one else here for the first time or coming back, then I will invite up our pastors to give last words and benediction.
So yeah, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. Before we do the benediction, because some people went to Korea, we'd like to invite them up to, if you want to say something, to say a few words, a couple of minutes, and then we will catch up with you later for the in-depth story as well. Maybe we'll make a time for testimony time for coming back from Korea, those, especially the blessing, and when the two become one, we'll get you together, right? Okay. So please come up if you want to say something. Russell? Yeah, okay. Let's give them the space.
Oh, so yeah, won't be long. But yeah, thank you very much for your support. We had a great time in Korea. Yeah, so our son, if you didn't know, Alistair was blessed to Yeoju. That's her name. I think you would have met her at another time here, I think. And yeah, he was, and I believe you've seen a few photos that we sent on, yeah? So he was up, or they were up on the stage, doing the dance. They were one of them. But it was a really great time. The weather was fantastic. Cheongpyeong looked very beautiful. We stayed in we stayed in a ski resort actually for the first part. That's with the parents and the couples. I'm not sure if I know we have a ski resort. I'm not sure if that one was our one. I'm not exactly sure. Can't remember. But about 40 minutes drive from Cheongpyeong. So yeah, that was there. Heard various lectures and things, and got ready. And then yeah, on the big day, we came over, and and it was a fantastic experience. Always lovely to be in Cheongpyeong. We had various ministers going from the UK as well. So being the UK BCLC director, I wanted to participate more in that, but I couldn't. There was a few programs going on, some for the WCLC and some for ACLC, two different programs going on, which was sort of curious or interesting. But anyway, so we sat with the ministers and we met them at the airport and connected with them and things. So they had a great experience. But and then we met our in-laws, which we hadn't really done much, and it's something I'm not so familiar with, but they're very good on taking photos and family shots and everything. So we even had we managed to meet them in Seoul later, and we had a studio set up, and we did a photo shoot with all these things. Something I'm not so well versed in myself, but I went there dressed in a certain way. They had the suits and they put them on. I changed my tie. So that was kind of interesting. So it was all colour, the colours were all the same. Perhaps I can show you a picture later. But and then we had a good. We stayed in some accommodation in different places after the hotel. We went to some apartments which they made in Cheongpyeong itself. So that was very good. We managed to attend the Jeongshimon prayer 3 times live. So that was very exciting, very loud, very a lot better than doing it online, really, if you can. And then we had a good. This time we decided to have a good look around Cheongpyeong. So we went on some of the walks and visited the places that we hadn't had a chance to do before. Our boat was in dry dock being repaired at that time. So we didn't go on that, but we did that the last time we were there. And then, so Alice and Yeoju are now currently on a 40-day workshop, to get them ready for life together. So I'll hand over to my good wife.
Most last year mentioned about what happened. Last year we went to the Changwon opening ceremony. At that time, we didn't have really time to look around the champion. So this time we really had 3 days holiday, and so we participated in Cheongshimon prayer 3 days. Igi-san always said, "Please come to attend in Cheongpyeong to Cheongshimon prayer." And this was a really good opportunity. Really opportunity to attend Cheongshimon prayer this time. And that night, first day, the night when I was really kind of half sleeping time, and I heard the true father's words. Yeah, and the true father said to me, "Please pray for true mother." And really, so really, I had some very interesting experience. And I felt really Cheongpyeong is really like a kingdom of heaven. Really, not only external also beautiful, and azalea and flowers, but also internally, really true parent, really clearing the evil spirit and those stuff. Really externally and internally, really clean and really like a kingdom of heaven and welcoming heavenly parent. That's I heard. Thank you.
Yeah, we had some good photos, some more photos of how beautiful it was, but I'm afraid I couldn't get my tech together either today, so another time. So, thank you.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Thank you. Yeah, so it was a very beautiful time, and I will just talk about the day of the blessing itself and the experience that I had and how meaningful it was for me. So we got there a bit early as the blessed couples arrive maybe 3 hours before the ceremony starts. So on Empower, every day we would sing a few holy songs in the morning. So when I was sitting with her before the ceremony started, I thought, it would be nice if we could sing some holy songs together. So we sung like 5 or 6 holy songs together for the first time, and it created a really beautiful atmosphere, and it was really nice to do that before the ceremony started. And when the ceremony started, there were 2 English keynote speakers. There was one Christian bishop, and she was speaking and she was testifying to the only begotten daughter a lot and to Heavenly Parent a lot. And I could see that really Heavenly Parent was working through this person and working through the providence to reach Christianity. And she said something that was really meaningful. She said that everyone standing here getting blessed today is giving joy to True Mother. So after she said this, my wife started crying. So actually the picture that everyone saw of me and my wife was right when she was crying after this bishop said this. So I guess the camera person thought, oh, a touching moment to capture her crying. So yeah, but yeah, when I look at her, it was very beautiful because I felt it's so meaningful that we're here at this time when True Mother is not able to be here, but still we stand next to her. So to see someone, you know, a Christian bishop to say these words was so touching. And yeah, then we exchanged the rings, which was really, really beautiful. I love the new ring, and I felt that this is something physical that symbolizes our promise to Heavenly Parent and True Parents to be a couple that will help create the nation of Chonoguk. And it was really valuable. So every time I look at my ring, I really feel this is my promise to Heavenly Parent and True Parents to offer my life to them. And after the ceremony, we went to the Chonongung and we took some photos together in front of like the temple behind us. It was very, very beautiful, very sunny day. And then we went inside the Chonongung and we went inside the Chono Sanctum. So in the middle of the Chono Sanctum, there is the eye of Heavenly Parent at the top. Very, very beautiful, very colorful. And there is a light that shines down on the center. So every couple was lined up and we would walk into the center and someone would give a short prayer for us. And then we would walk out and then stand in front of the throne of Holy Mother Han and we would pray to offer our blessed life together to Heavenly Parent and True Parents. And for me, that felt like really one of my most sincere prayers ever. I really felt I really want to offer this blessed life together to you. And I felt so grateful that I could stand here, that I could feel the presence of Heavenly Parent here in this temple. And afterwards, when we look at the painting of what True Parents had done, I started crying because I felt so grateful for everything that they did. Because the painting shows so many things that they did for us. And behind everything they did was a path of sorrow, a path of suffering, and a path of difficulty. And yet I get to stand here inside the temple that they created for me. I get to stand here, even though I didn't do any of that. They did everything for me so I could stand here. And that was so beautiful that I could stand there and offer my blessing to them and say that I will walk on the path that you have done with the faith that I can walk in the footsteps and the path that you have shown me and to be grateful for everything. So that was really the most precious moment, looking at these paintings from the new perspective of being someone who received the blessing, who received and come to this lineage of Heavenly Parent. And yeah, everything was really, really beautiful, everything. And everything just had a new meaning now that I had been blessed. Yeah, so thank you everyone for supporting me, and it was very, very beautiful. Thank you.
We'll make a special time for Kim to give a testimony. We're not letting you off that easy. So let's stand and thank you so much for those testimonies. Thank you, Brendan, for that heartfelt testimony. So, shortly, Sarah will join in July. Okay, good. So we hope to see her in our community soon. Okay, or in the UK anyway. Okay. All right, please let's offer our benediction and Okay. So Okay. In the 14th year of Chondelguk, when we attend the Creator, Heavenly Parent substantially, let us, the blessed families around the world, become true sons and daughters of Chondelguk, who fulfill our responsibility as chosen people in unity with true parents. Our Jew. Thank you. Okay, so have a great week. Tea, coffees downstairs prepared by our wonderful brothers and sisters. And also, if your birthday, you're first in line for a slice of the cake. It's a small cake, but everybody is welcome to have a bit of the cake. Have an incredible week. By the way, next week we're going to continue. We will talk about what comes out of true parents is the lineage and blessing. So we will talk about lineage and blessing next week. Okay. So thank you. God bless you. Thank you.